kitchen. I'm so excited to share with you the things we've done to make this place feel like home for us. I'm going to throw a bunch of before pictures in and after pictures so you can kind of see how it changed. But this is it. Welcome. I'm just going to give you a little tour and tell you a few of the things that we've done. Starting with painting the cabinets. The cabinets that are green now were black before, and the cabinets that are white were sort of a mapley looking wood with black rubbed in all of the details to make them stand out. So we cleaned it up and made it really simple. We changed out all of the handles to sort of a brushed gold. They're really brass, but they kind of have that brushed gold look. We changed every hanging light fixture, including the ceiling fan. All of these were red pendant lights, and then that was a pot rack that was over the kitchen cooking island before, so we just switched that out for something lighter, not so heavy. We also changed our lighting colors and that sort of thing. My husband put in dimmer switches for this area, which is a seating hearth area, so that if we want to sit in here and watch TV and not have it so bright, we can. I already had those bar stools. I already had these cute little chairs, this little seating arrangement. These were in my formal area before. This is a thrifted piece that belonged to my daughters, this little rattan thing. I just found this cute little pear. It's a terrarium, and I just filled it with plants. Most of the furniture we had before, other than the little secretary desk, which I'll show you in a minute, our coffee station. I painted a little painting over there. Those curtains, I have a video on making tab back curtains. I really like them. It's interesting how it made this room seem much deeper and wider with the addition of the curtain. I wish I had made them 2 inches longer. I just was off a little bit by my math, and they're just a little shorter than I wanted, but such is life. All right, let's go look at another part of the kitchen. In here, in the cooking area of the kitchen, my sister and I redid the entire backsplash, which you can see in renovation part 1 of the video. You probably saw holes where my ovens are. The top one was just a real basic little microwave that came with the house. The bottom one was broken. It functioned, but all of the push buttons were completely worn off, and you couldn't tell what any of them were. It was also another very basic oven, so we got rid of both of those, and my husband bargain hunted to get me the ovens I wanted. First of all, they're very hard to get right now. Supply chain is sort of an issue. And I wanted the dark stainless steel, the gray that's brushed, that's not so shiny. And he found the microwave at a return, never been opened, and then he went online and found the matching oven for me. We got them, both of them, for less than the cost of just one of them, because my husband's awesome at this bargain hunting thing. We already had the dark refrigerator from like 2 houses ago. So all of that sort of matches. They're not the same brand, but they are close enough for me. This was here, and it's a good gas Genera cooktop. It needed some work. Some of the igniters were broken, etc. My husband fixed all of that. So that was good news. So now it's very functional. It did have a brand new dishwasher, which you can't see, but it's right here. It is the traditional stainless steel finish. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite match everything else, but what can you do? One of the issues that I had is that everything was like the oil rubbed bronze finish for all the handles and everything. You could see on my pantry, which we painted because I didn't want to see the words that said pantry. So it's just painted over. Eventually we'll change out the door because we know it's going to just rub off that glass. But because everything has black hinges and black doorknobs, I wanted to find fixtures that would tie the two together because I really wanted a brass or a gold in place of all of the door handles for the cabinetry. So that's why we went with this sort of thing, that's black and gold together. And we did the same thing at the kitchen faucet. Okay, here's our little kitchen area. We have this deep sink that's a little hard to know what to do with, and I fill it full of plants. And I have my little click and grow got some seeds starting here, but these are just some of the houseplants. This is west facing over here, and when this is open, they have great sunlight for all of these plants. And we changed out the faucet. That's, again, the gold and black to kind of tie everything together. All right, I've turned the ring light off for a minute just because the reflection was so bad against the television and the little secretary desk. This is our little hearth area. All right, so this is our little hearth area of the kitchen. It has dining, kitchen, hearth room. I like all of that. Now, I usually would sit at the dining table and edit my videos, especially right now because I don't have the sewing room set up upstairs with my desk and everything yet. Plus, I just like to look out the windows, and I like, the bright and sunny area. But we found this adorable little secretary. I'm gonna open it on Facebook Marketplace. And it's got my laptop and everything inside, so I can sit here and still see out the windows, see what's going on. It's close to the living room. I can see the television if I want to. I have another little chair that I bring in to sit at it, so I'm really loving my little secretary. I haven't styled it yet, but I'm working on that. I really originally thought I would paint it powder blue, but I'm doing research and I may not. If you know anything about this specific secretary, if you've seen it before, if you know the age, we would love to know. A Google image reverse search will bring up nothing. I'll tell you now. I've also been poring over vintage catalogs, furniture catalogs from like 1940 through 1960, 1970. Nothing has come up. Don't know if it's maybe a little older, if it's just not from the North American area, maybe it's from another country, but it's not coming up. The little woodwork in the top, the little circular woodwork, actually looks like three trees. It looks like two round trees and then maybe a little pear-shaped tree sort of in the middle, a little egg-shaped tree, so I don't know. But if you guys know, I would love to hear about it. Give me some information. I'm not touching it till I find out, hey, it was made in 1982 and it's not worth anything. It is solid wood, however, so I'm really pleased. It is. I know it's not made in 82. It's definitely older than that. So I think it's maple, and it has red secondary wood. It almost looks like cherry secondary wood. So I'm not sure, but I'd love to hear from you. So there's that, and then we have this little seating area. We've had homes with hearth rooms before, and we love it. They're just so perfect. If you're sitting here, you can have the TV on if you want to have like the football game on. You can sit and watch the football game, and then right here is the bar. Everyone can hang out at the bar. There's the little dining area where you can sit, so there's plenty of room. You'll be playing a game, having snacks, watching a game or a movie. I just think for us, it is how we like to live. We also painted the fireplace that I'm facing, and this entire room was a dark blue, and we changed it out to just a very soft, neutral ivory. It has a little bit of a yellow undertone to it. Hung up curtains, made the curtain rods. There's a video on that, so you'll have to watch for that video. I'll put a link to it so you can find how we did the tab back curtains. It's a very easy process, and it really can zhuzh up a room nicely. And of course, I have lots of live plants around because I do love plants. And I'm still working a little on the decorating, but I'm not one of the people that will have stuff above every cabinet with lots of tchotchkes. I like things clean. I like my surfaces not covered, so you can see I don't live with a lot of stuff on the counters unless we're using it. I like to keep them cleared off as much as possible. Things that we love about our kitchen, besides the layout's very functional. Love having a coffee station. I love that I can have a little work area with my little secretary desk. The pass-through fireplace that heats both the family room and the hearth room is wonderful. I did not want a television in here, and we had one already that we were using in the basement, in the family game room down in the basement. And my husband was like, that's really probably where we'll watch TV more than in the other room. And he was right. So even though it's a giant television, I have a screensaver of an aquarium that I keep on it that just has fish swimming all the time when I'm not watching TV or when it times out. That is nice, so it's just not a big black hole sitting up there. For most of the time, because I'm not a big TV watcher, I'm a big video game player. but I don't watch a lot of television. Anyway, that's one of the things I didn't think I'd want in here that I really have enjoyed. We had all of the furniture we already had other than the little secretary desk, and like this little pear that I have down here was new. Everything else is, we owned all the rugs we already had, so we were just making what we had work for this space.